Hello. Alright. Why is Skype not opening? Oh, there you go. Look away, look away, look away, look away, look away, look away. So I have. Oh, let's get him. You alright, Josh? So I'm getting over a head cold, and but I'm still here. So that's dedication for you. So excuse the nose blowing during the stream, but it's the best part because it's clearing it out. Now it's green, so it's really healthy. It's clearing it. So hi. Okay. So welcome to the stream. In case you're not aware, I have 2 children. That's why I have to go sometimes and address what they're asking for, or whatever. So that's why I disappear sometimes. So this might be a shorter stream than usual, just through being tired and I'm not sure I want to talk a lot this evening. Not that I'm a big talker anyway, but I don't want to talk as much as I normally do. I'm too tired. A lot of stuff's been happening over the week, and so a lot of talking and stuff, and I tend to get really overloaded with talking. Too much talking can really affect me, so I like to shut off as much as I can. But I'm still here doing this wonderful stream, and why is that? Why does not having a cold and being tired and preferring to be quiet, why is that then I'm still streaming? This is still happening. I have no idea. I have no idea why this happens, but I can also say, I can also say that how can I not? How can this not be spoken of? How can I not point to or talk about something so amazing? Freedom from suffering, freedom from this dream being real. Hi. Lonnie, Claudia, Marina. So, I'm not a professional speaker or anything. I'm not very good at being professional or putting on that confident front. To give the impression that I'm a, professional. I can a little bit, but not for very long, and it's just not this character. This character can't really do that very well. And yet, I can't help but speak this, point to this. My heart sings this. It sings of this. It's this freedom that was longed for. That was longed for. The suffering, the amount of suffering that was experienced in being that character of Rebekah, that being who I was, so much suffering, and so there's such a passion for this freedom, that freedom can be discovered, freedom can be discovered. What's also interesting, I was thinking about this earlier on, I was thinking about my heart also sings. I really love equally, equally, I love equally the human part. I really love it now. When it was true and real and who I was, it was too much, but there seems to be so much enjoyment of the growth of this human, the growth, the understanding of its patterns, of its troubles. It's just so, I love it. My heart loves the human part. But then I was thinking today, I can't not speak about the human part because it's so, my heart loves it. And to hold that back would be a shame. I love to express what is loved, and what's loved is freedom, but also the human. The growth of the human is loved. I love understanding about myself. I really love it. But what I was saying, what I was thinking earlier was, but as much as I enjoy that and love that, and I cannot deny the human part. I can't close off and not include it. I just can't. I can't. It's too much love in it to cut that off. This doesn't make sense. Ignore it. I'm just talking. What are you talking about? What was I saying? Yeah, I can't cut it off. It brings so much joy. But I understand that when there's suffering, when there's that sense of someone personal, then I think pointing to freedom is more important. Not more important, but Well, while there's that someone, that sense of someone there. Oh, oh, hang on, someone's crying. Let me just go and check on Kamala. Hang on. Ask any stable person, should I watch and they will say, look away, look away, look away. It's satisfying seeing the it's satisfying seeing the green mucus. Excuse me. Yeah, so, what was I saying? Yeah, so I didn't come to a conclusion about it. I haven't got a final, this is the answer. I just feel to express that. I feel like both the human and non-human are important and need to be, they're together, they aren't separate things, they're together. But when the person's, that sense of someone is still there, that sense of I exist is still there, then to try and take on the human, the human, not instruction, but the human advice or the human growth, it's not about the human, it's not about, well, at least here, as this speaker, it feels like the nothing needs to be seen, the nothing, this collapsing of you being someone needs to be seen, and then as a result of that shift happening, what's left is everything, and then naturally the body will move towards growth, move towards wholeness, move towards not being perfect or being this ideal thing, but just it moves more towards health, moves more towards, just grows, it just grows. But to try and do that when you still exist, trying to do that to get to freedom is not what is being spoken of, and that's where it can be a bit confusing. So but yet still there's this love of speaking about the human growth that happens. That to me is love. That to me is love. Wholeness. So what we're here to talk about, or to point to, is the discovery of this. Of this, of what you are, of to discover that you aren't someone separate, sitting here, listening, speaking, thinking, doing. That is happening, and it's happening freely. It's happening, the human is happening freely. It's not someone independent doing any of this. That's the revelation, that this is happening, and it's free. No longer held by someone, no longer owned by someone. This apparent someone in time, this apparent character in time, is a movement that appears, a movie reel that's playing. And it's totally innocent, is totally allowed and innocent. The character isn't actually the problem. I feel that a human body without that character, I mean, some speakers apparently say that when this shift happens, there was no more character or no more, I don't know, not person, but no more, character or something. But that's, to me, just doesn't make sense. While they're humans, there has to be some kind of preference and opinion and memory and all these things that happen, and moving towards this or towards that, making apparent choices, and otherwise there would just be nothing happening. There'll be no movement, which is impossible. It's impossible for there to be no movement in form. The no movement isn't something appearing here. You won't find the no movement in movement. You won't find that resting place in movement. It's movement. It moves, it changes. The problem is the person feels they exist. They were born, they will die at some point, and that's their fear. I am going to die. This is temporary. Things move and change. I am something that is here, separate, that came into this world, reality, and I will die at some point. I am here on my own, vulnerable to enemies, to life, to being, left, abandoned. I'm the protector of myself. I am the one carrying the world. I'm carrying my life, and it's down to me to get happiness, to find fulfillment. And for that to happen, we have to ignore the death is coming. We have to ignore that to be able to pretend, no, I have a life. I'm going to achieve this and get there and have this and find happiness, find true love and be happy forever. But deep down, there's this nagging knowing of this can't be. I'm going to die. I'm going to lose it all. I'm going to lose it all. Then we try to invest in the afterlife. Oh, okay, if I just spend some time here being nice, being good, I can get some benefit in the afterlife. I'll get a place in the afterlife and continue. But this is, but this all belongs to that dreamer. To that dream. That this is moving somewhere. That you are someone moving somewhere. Look away. So if you have any questions you want to ask about this subject, then feel free to now message me, ask to call me on Skype, or message me and say I have a question or whatever. You can do that on Skype. My Skype is Rebekah Maroon, and I'm online now. I've signed out. Sign back here. Look away, look away, look away. also, it just came to mind then, also, if I was to say that there was no human growth after this shift, there is no movement and growth of the human, then that would mean that I've arrived. It would mean that I can say, I've arrived, I've got to the end, I'm there. I have all the answers and I'm there, I've arrived. Which isn't true. It isn't true. There's no one who's there, who's arrived at this final point. The final point isn't something in form. No one can arrive there. No one can arrive there. It doesn't exist as something that exists to get to. So I think it just feels like admitting the human continues to grow and isn't perfect and all these things kind of stops that kind of pedestal holding thing. Just a theory. It feels that way anyway. Would it be... Oh, I've lost it. It doesn't... It's best to message me on... I briefly saw it, but I can't... I'm scared to touch the buttons on here, on my phone. It's best to ask questions through Skype. I think it was Neil or Nile or something. I'm scared to touch any of these buttons because I lose the stream. Skype is free to download. Doesn't take too long. I prefer it as well because it's like I don't mind chat, but it's just like I feel like it's more intimate if we have a one-to-one like connection in some way. Like it's me to you, it's connection rather than this group. I'm not good at groups. I hate groups anyway. I hate group talking anyway. It's too much overload for me. I prefer one-to-one, one-on-one. So yeah, if we can do that, then please do. Look away. Did someone leave a message? Oh no, that was last week. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining. As short as it was, I've really enjoyed it. Hope you have too. Back on Sunday at 10:30 AM. So I shall see you then. Okay.